The Miami Showband should have made the history books for being one of the most popular music acts on this island during the 70s, but instead their name is most remembered because of a UVF ambush which led to 3 of the band being murdered at a fake checkpoint near Newry in 1975. Today is the 50th anniversary of that attack, and the surviving members of the band, Ray Miller, Des Lee and Stephen Travers, who were on the bus that night, and the band's former road manager, Brian Maguire, all gathered to pay tribute to their friends. Our crime and justice correspondent, Julian O'Neill, reports.
Stephen Travers and Des Lee escaped with their lives the night the Miami Showband drove into an ambush 6 miles outside Newry. And today they joined others to remember their friends who died: Fran O'Toole, Tony Geraghty and Brian McCoy.
Brian's weapon was a trumpet. Tony's weapon was a guitar. Fran O'Toole's weapon was a microphone. They were the only weapons they had. All they were doing was entertaining people, and people cannot understand why we were massacred.
The Miami Showband was a popular act in the 60s and 70s. 5 of its 6 members were in a minibus travelling home from a concert when they stopped at a bogus army checkpoint. The UVF's plan had been to plant a bomb in the vehicle, but when it exploded prematurely, killing 2 members of the gang, the rest of the attackers opened fire on the musicians.
Miami Showband has become almost like a lightning rod for the futility and the failure of violence, because it didn't achieve anything, and the music continues, and long after the sound of the guns and the bombs have been silenced, and that's a good thing.
About 100 people attended today's short commemoration event, which heard tributes to those murdered and those who survived.
I would meet up at the Miami many times, and I would play before them, and I'll never forget Fran O'Toole. His main song was Clap Your Hands, Stamp Your Feet, and he would mama, mama, and I'll tell you one thing, he had the fans eaten out of his hands.
I didn't expect the number of people that came, and to have them here is just incredible. And it gets to me, you know, that people still come out on a day like today to be here, to remember the boys. Incredible.
I've spent a significant amount of time with both men, and they've taught me a lot, and they asked me if I'd be here. And they are the example of what humility, courage, and actually this word reconciliation is all about.
One of the UVF men killed that night will be remembered at a loyalist band parade at the weekend. Stephen Travers and Des Lee have said they have no issue with that, provided it's dignified and respectful. Julian O'Neill, BBC Newsline, Newry.